Hey, my name is Tianna Christine, and today we're going to do a practice that's all based on quads. If your quads are tight, this video is for you. So we're going to need a few things before we get started. You'll need some blocks and maybe a strap or pillow for your practice. That's really going to help you with those tight quads. So grab all of your things, grab your yoga mat, and let's get started. All right, we're going to first connect to the breath. So grab your blanket or maybe your pillow and use it to prop yourself up. Just start by taking that pressure off of your legs right away. Going to come to the breath. We're going to take 5 breaths just to center ourselves within our practice. We'll inhale in through the nose. Exhale, open mouth. Inhale in. Exhale, open mouth. Inhale in. Exhale. Inhale in. Exhale. And last inhale in. Gentle hold. And exhale, release. Very nice. We're going to gently turn and look behind us. Bring that arm behind us. We're going to do both sides, so don't worry about left or right. Gently look behind you, just opening up those shoulders, opening that chest. Unravel and come to the other side. And gently unravel and come to center, bringing your arms up overhead. Bring that gaze up. On that exhale, hinge forward, bringing those hands down onto the mat. Forearms come down, head comes down, wherever you are. Let your body surrender, maybe even let your hands walk out in front. And on your inhale, gently walk your hands back up towards your body. We're in that seated position. We're going to hinge forward, come into our tabletop position, moving your pillow away. Going to make our circles with our hips, moving our knees, shoulders. Pausing at the top and going your opposite direction. Gently pausing at the top. We're going to take those knees out as wide as our mat. Push back to our child's pose. Bringing the hands forward, forehead down on the mat. Rest your forearms down. On that next inhale, bring the gaze towards the hands. We're going to come forward, bringing the knees back to tabletop position. Tuck your toes, push back for your first downward facing dog. Paddle your feet out. Now your quads may be a little tight. We're just stretching the back of those legs first. Get our body a little warm. And then gently walk your feet towards your hands to your forward fold. Now, if your quads and your legs are tight, put a bend into those knees. Take that belly onto the thigh. Allow your shoulder blades to relax open. Hands are down onto the mat. Shift the weight into the balls of your feet. Gaze behind you. On that exhale, we're going to begin to straighten the legs. Feel free if you'd like to have a block underneath you or maybe even a pillow. You can push here into the hands. And on that exhale, come all the way back down into your forward fold. We're going to step our right foot back, gently leaning into that pyramid pose. And then step the foot forward, step the left foot back. Again, we're just warming up that body first, and then bring it forward. We're going to push back to that downward facing dog. We're going to come down onto our knees. Shift back, toes tucked. Coming forward, we're going to untuck our toes, bring our arms up overhead, core engaged, bring that gaze up towards the ceiling, push into the hips. And on your exhale, lower the hands back down. If your knees are at all strained, you can put your pillow, let's put it underneath of our left knee first. We're going to take that right knee, bring it through to frame the hands. Readjust your knee on your pillow wherever's needed. Bring both arms up overhead. We're pressing away, pressing into the hip. So again, you're pressing yourself forward, bringing that other knee right over the ankle. Relax the shoulders. So we want to release the tension within our IT band. We can't really stretch it, but we can release the tension. So that's going to be the overall goal, is to stretch our quad, release the tension of our IT band. Let's take those hands down by our side. Take that back foot, release it, give it a rock. We're going to go to the other side. So adjust your pillow wherever needed. We're going to take the left foot through. On that inhale, bringing the arms up overhead. Again, you're going to shift the hips forward. Looking up at the ceiling or maybe forward. On that exhale, lower your hands, framing that foot. We're going to step the foot back. Shift back into your child's pose, maybe moving your pillow if you have one already under you. Bringing those hands down towards your feet. You're going to bring your head back up. Bring those arms back up overhead. Push into your hips, bringing the arms overhead. And on your exhale, bring those hands down to your tabletop position. We're going to tuck our toes, push back to your downward facing dog. Again, paddle out your feet if you need to. Move your hips. We're going to lower down our right knee and bring it through like it's a bent leg. Bring that heel down, come all the way down. Now, if you need to put a pillow underneath your hip to give you a little bit more length off of the floor, you can. We're going to bend that foot back. So almost like we're making two bent knees. Now, if this is really tight, stay right here, right where you are. If you'd like to take this posture a little bit further, then you can bend this knee and begin to lift the foot off of the mat. So taking that knee behind you, readjusting, bending that foot back. So as you bend the foot back towards your body, you're again pressing the foot down. Now you're going to feel that stretch on the quad. Again, you can have a pillow, or if you'd like to place a block underneath your hip as well to get you a little bit higher, you can also do that. Now the object of this is keeping that shoulder relaxed, As you bring that foot towards your body, I want you to take another 3 breaths. You're really going to get the full benefit of this posture by keeping the posture just a little bit longer. So it's not a full flowy action. You're really trying to stretch a targeted area of your body. So that's when you're going to keep that stretch just a little bit longer, get comfortable. And on that exhale, gently lower down the foot. Now you also can do that with a strap if you don't want to hold on with your foot. So we're going to come back into the hands, shift the foot back to the downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out. And then we're going to bring the left leg through. Okay, bend the knee, same position. You have that almost pigeon pose here. Lower down. We're going to shift the weight. You can bend that back knee. Again, you're going to reach back. If you have the strap, you can put the strap on your foot. If not, bend the foot. And we're going to bring it back towards our body. And I will actually turn here so that you can see. So bringing that knee back is going to give you more of a stretch. Okay, so the closer you have it here, you're going to fill it out, but if not, go ahead and keep it here. Again, the purpose of this is to really get the stretch. So you want to give yourself enough time on both sides. And when you're ready, begin to lower right down. We're going to come back into the hands, come back to that downward facing dog. Paddle out your feet here. If you have your pillow in the way, you can move your pillow. Bring those knees down as wide as your mat. Shift back to your child's pose here. We're going to come forward onto our belly. Lower your head down. If you'd like to have a pillow, you can place that pillow on your head, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm going to put a bend into your knees, bringing your feet up. Those thighs are going to be down on the mat. Begin to rock the thighs from left to right. So the purpose of this is to roll on that IT band. So you want to roll from left to right. So you can also do this while you're on a foam roller. Feels really, really good. So release tension all over the body. You only want to be moving and focused on your thighs. You're going to keep those knees together, lowering down your right leg. Hug in your left. Now, if you'd like a strap, you can also put the strap on your foot. If not, you can bring that hand down, bring your hand to the top of the foot, and push the heel towards your glute. You can stretch even where that knee comes up off of the ground. Again, to get the full benefit of the stretch, you want to be able to get that heel towards your glute. Keeping that stretch here for a few moments just really gives you the full benefit. On that exhale, release the foot down, nice and slow. Let your body relax. And when you're ready, You can hold and bend in the opposite leg toward your glute. And again, reach your hand back if it's available, bringing that heel down toward your glute. Again, that knee can also come off of the ground where you're really stretching the muscle. Now here you're relaxing your body. The only tension is bringing that glute heel towards the glute. I want you to take 3 cleansing breaths. And on your next exhale, release the foot, nice and slow. Let it fall, relax here for a few breaths. Now, if you'd like to try something a little bit more advanced, you can bend both feet. Bring them towards your glute, and then reach both hands back, holding the knees together as much as possible, bringing your heels towards your glutes. So both feet will bend. Taking your chin forward. Allowing that belly to be flat. We want to get those legs flat on the mat, really feeling the quads, feeling that IT band. And on that exhale, release the hands, keeping the feet bent. We're going to rock the legs from left to right again. Going to place those feet down on the mat. Shift the weight. Come up for that tabletop position. Push back to a child's pose. Let your hips sink in. When you're ready, I want you to come up onto the knees. I want you to grab your blocks. We're going to place the block in the high position first. Sitting ourselves back, allowing your shoulders to release. Now we're transitioning towards our seated hero. I want you to take this posture as your body enjoys it. So maybe your body is not enjoying this posture today, and that's okay, and you stay right here. Maybe you like to take this posture a little bit deeper, so we'll move the block from the high position to the medium position, and we'll have a seat back onto our blocks. Now our toes are untucked, our feet are right behind us, keeping the toes straight. Our gaze is forward, relaxing our shoulders. Again, you can stay here or take it a little bit lower, taking the block to the low position. Wherever you are in your practice today at this moment, whatever your body is feeling today, if you'd like to take this a little bit further, I'm going to show you what that looks like. Removing the block completely, and actually take that block behind you and let it sit here in the medium position, and take the top one, second one to a high. So you're going to shift your hips all the way down to where your hips are going to sit directly on the mat. Your feet are going to be to the outside. So you're really going to feel that stretch within the quads as well as in the hips. So this is our seated hero. I want you to sit here first. If you can get nice and comfortable here. If you'd like to extend it, taking those hands behind you, lean back. Get the chest lifted. Have another option to come down onto the forearms. You can do that as well. If you'd like to come all the way down onto the blocks, again, that block that's in the medium position is holding onto your shoulders. If you have the other block behind you, placing it in the high position, lean your head back onto the block. Readjusting wherever necessary. Allow your body to be comfortable here. I'm going to readjust my block to center it on my back. Now this is really good when you're trying to transition towards seated hero and then recline seated hero, where you're getting your body all the way down onto the mat. This is a really good posture to stay here and then get comfortable, begin to move the blocks until your body is able to release itself of the blocks. Not saying today, but once you release yourself and you can begin to relax your body all the way down and really begin to extend that pose. Now again, this pose might not be here today. You may have to take a few times to get your quads back in order, to really stretch your quads. But this is here for you whenever you want to start to really work on those quads. To get out of this stretch, we get out of it just as gracefully as we went in. First coming onto our forearms, then onto the hands. Begin to push your body back up. We're going to bring the knees together. Hinge forward, bringing our hands out in front. Gently walking those hands up towards your body. Taking a second to pause here. We're going to take our hands to heart center. Thanking ourselves for just taking that time out to give ourselves some love. I want to thank you for taking the time out to practice today. I hope that helped your quads. I thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste. One more thing before you go. Don't forget to like this video and also leave me a comment below on how you enjoyed today's practice. I am very, very interested in your journey and how you're enjoying your classes. Please remember to also subscribe to the channel and then also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I go live. I hope to see you in the next video, and until then, don't forget to live life with intention.